Hello guys. So you may know that not all Studienkollegs are the same. Some are harder, some are easier, some are longer, some are more expensive. But here is how you can find the best Studienkolleg for you. So first thing, public or a private Studienkolleg. So public ones tend to be better, okay? Not only because they're free, but also because they're official. So they are recognized by all German universities. But yeah, they are more competitive. And in private student colleges, it's easier to get accepted into, but sometimes can be very expensive, like thousands of euros per semester. Anyways, I would recommend trying to get into a public one. Also, the location matters in this kind of decision because big cities like Munich, Frankfurt, or Berlin, they're very expensive, and finding an apartment there is very hard. And at the same time, smaller cities are more affordable, and also it's easier to find an apartment. Also, another thing here is that there are some student colleagues that restrict you to their region, so you cannot apply you finish a student colleague in one state and you cannot apply in another. You must apply to a university in that same state you finished your student colleague. In some student colleagues also, you can only apply to a Fachhochschule and not a university after you finish. So keep that in mind. The best student colleagues are, in my opinion, the ones that doesn't restrict your application in any way. So after you finish student colleague, you should be able to choose any universities, and these student colleagues are, in my opinion, the best ones. Also, in general, student colleagues in large cities, they are more competitive, and in small or less famous cities, you have higher chances of admission, and the Aufnahmetest is easier. And also, there are other details specific to your situation, like when are the deadlines, which is the language level, so in most cases B1 or B2, or any personal preference, a city you may like, for example. You're gonna have to take that into consideration. So I would say that what matters most is recognition. So you must be accepted in the university you want after you finish your student college. Also, the level of competition. And third criteria is the size of the city, which will reflect on housing conditions and expenses. So, my personal advice is that I would recommend you prioritizing medium or small cities, since Studienkolleg doesn't have the duration of a regular university study. So that means you won't have to stay in that city for a long time, only at most 1 year. But if you prefer big cities and don't mind have a larger cost of life, you could also apply to student colleges in bigger cities, since either way you'll be applying to multiple student colleges at the same time, so that you can increase your chance of getting accepted. So this is my advice. I hope it can help you. So if you found this video helpful, feel free to watch some other videos on my channel I made about Studienkolleg. They can also help you in your journey. I hope you guys liked the video, and I see you in the next one.